And we're live. We are live at 5. Actually, it's 3. Facebook. What is going on? We're going to let a couple people trickle in here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I'm in Central Florida. Yes, indeed. So this is actually my first live. It's crazy. I'm a Facebook marketer, and this is my first time doing a Facebook Live personally. Crazy. We're going to let them trickle in, Anyway, today, guys, welcome. Today, I want to talk about something. I want to give some inspiration. I want to give some ideas to some of y'all on this live today. Let me see something. Oh yeah, and we're going to be talking about online businesses. We're going to be talking about how to simplify starting an online business. It doesn't have to be complicated. That's the thing. A lot of people complicate this. I'm going to break it down real simple for you guys today. And hopefully by the end of this live, at least I can inspire one person on this live to go out and start a business online or start making some progress online. Then my goal was accomplished. Let me see here. Okay, cool. So obviously we're not going to have a whole lot of people on here today because it is in the middle of the day and a lot of people are at work, unfortunately. So even though there's nobody really on, I'm still going to talk because I'm going to post this on my page later and everybody can check it out afterwards. So what I want to talk about today is 3 simple steps that you right now can take to start making an online business happen, to start making some kind of an online presence. I think we live in an amazing time, probably one of the most amazing eras ever, the easiest time to ever create and design your own life. You know, we have technology at our disposal. It's cheaper than ever. It's easier than ever to just basically design your own life and create your own businesses, you know? But the problem is like a lot of people aren't taking advantage of these opportunities. Oh, we finally got somebody on here. What's up? So, you know, like I said, I basically want to get on here today to talk to you guys about starting an online business and how easy it can be. Because I think the main problem is that people overcomplicate this, man. People overcomplicate starting an online business. They think, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to sell. I have no idea how to get started. And then they just overcomplicate it, and then they just end up never even taking any action at all. And then they just go back to their jobs, you know? And that's unfortunate. So we got some people joining now. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? What's up, Matt? So, you know, basically, I want to break it down really, really simple on how everybody on this live right now and everybody that's watching the replay can actually take this information and just start implementing it and, you know, actually start making something happen. So I'm going to break down the 3 simple steps that you right now can take that you can start okay, I'm going to go out and start something, right? So let's start with the first one. So the first thing you need to understand is everybody on this live right now and everybody that's watching the replay, everybody has something special. Everybody has something unique about them, right? So maybe it's, you know, you have a talent or something that you're really, really good at, you know, a lot better than other people are, right? So that's A. Maybe there's something, maybe you know something about, maybe you're really knowledgeable about something that a lot of people aren't knowledgeable about, right? That's B. Then maybe there's something that you have a lot of expertise in, right? One of those three things, right? So what you're going to do is you're actually going to sit down and you're going to think real hard. What am I really, really good at? Or what do I have extensive knowledge on? Or what do I have a lot of expertise in, right? So that's the first step that anybody needs to take when you want to start an online business, right? Because that's going to be the foundation. That's going to be your niche. That's where you're going to go after, you know? And trust me, everybody has something to give. Everybody, even if you don't think you do. And just to prove it, there's actually, I mean, literally, you would be surprised the type of stuff that's out there right now that is just like, you can literally talk about anything and start an online business out of it. Like, seriously, anything. And if you don't believe me, there's actually an Instagram page called Breadface. Look it up, at Breadface. And what this page is it's a chick that literally gets in front of her camera and puts her face in bread. She puts her face in bread, records the video, and uploads it on Instagram. And she has a huge, massive following. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. So like, if a chick can just be putting her face in bread and start an online business, I'm pretty sure that there's something that you offer that you can start an online business too, right? But y'all should really check that out. It's kind of creepy and inspiring at the same time. It's weird. So once you do that, right? Once you find what you're really good at or something that you have a lot of knowledge in or expertise in, what you're going to do now is you're going to go out and you're going to start creating a community. Okay, this is step 2. You're going to go out and you're going to start creating a community around that niche. Okay, you're going to start creating a community and building a platform around this niche, right? So go out, start engaging with people, and you can do this in so many different ways. It can be through Facebook page, it can be an Instagram page, it can be a YouTube, it can be, you know, Pinterest, whatever you're into. Basically, it would kind of depend on your communication style, right? So if you're somebody who likes to be on camera and talk a lot and, you know, be on camera, so you would go and start a YouTube channel, you know, or a Facebook page or Instagram or whatever, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to create a community around this niche, and you're going to do that through creating awesome content. Okay, you're going to create really, really valuable content, and you're going to start engaging with people, creating a community. Okay, that's step 2. Okay, and just for a second, like, just picture what your life could be like if that was your job. First of all, I want to backtrack for a little bit because I need you guys to understand like how real this is. Like, people actually do this for a living right now. A lot of people are working 9-to-5 jobs that they hate, when they could literally be creating a community of people, of stuff like of a community of people that are just like them, and they could just be talking about stuff that they love to talk about, creating content about stuff that they love to create content about, and that could be their job. It sounds like a dream, but it's actually reality for a lot of people, and it can be a reality for you too if you take action on it. And I know that firsthand, okay? So that's step 2. You're going to go out and you're going to create a community, right? And here's the thing. When you're creating this community, you have to understand that it might take some time. You don't create this community with the thought of making money. That's where people go completely wrong. They just want to jump out and just start making quick money. It doesn't work like that. What you're trying to do is you're trying to create a community of diehard, like, loyal fans, right? That's what you want to do. So think about it like this. It might take you, maybe your first month, you might get 50 followers. And then the next month you get 100. And then by 6 months, let's say you have 500 people in your little community, right? And then maybe a year later, now you have 1,000, right? So now it's been a year, you've been enjoying putting out this content, creating this community, And a year later, you have a following, you have a database basically of 1,000 people that follow you and are diehard fans. Okay, now you've created your community. So you've done step one, which you found out what you're either really good at, or you're really knowledgeable at, or you have a lot of expertise, right? So you found one of those three things. Then you went out and you created a bunch of content and engaged and created a platform. You created that platform. Now, let's say you have 1,000 people in this community, which 1,000 people is nothing, okay? There's 2.2 billion people on Facebook every single month. So if you think 1,000 people is hard to do, it's really, really not. It's actually very easy, okay? So that's the next thing you're gonna do. Then it's the third step would be actually the time where you're actually gonna start monetizing all this stuff, okay? Now, you would wanna do this whenever you feel comfortable, of course. You wouldn't wanna, you know, do this prematurely or like in a tacky way, right? Or you wanna do it in the right way by providing some kind of awesome service or some kind of awesome, like maybe you have merchandise and stuff like that or whatever. There's so many different types of like different things that you can do to create some kind of a back-end offer to now offer these people. And just to put into some perspective real quick, you got 1,000 people in this community, right? So I'm not sure if anybody on this live has ever heard of, there's a concept called the concept of 1,000 true fans. And it's by a guy named Kevin Kelly, I believe his name is. It's basically, it was a music, it was a book written on music, on the music industry. And the concept is, if you have 1,000 true fans, think about this. This is crazy. If you have 1,000 true fans that follow you and are dedicated to you, if you can get them to spend $100 on you per year, then guess what? How much money did you just make? You just made $100,000 in a year. And that's more than a lot of people make, you know? That's a lot more than a lot of people make at their jobs that they don't even like. So think about that, $100 in a year. That's not a lot of money. That's less than $10 a month. People spend money on really, really stupid crap on the internet. Trust me, as an online marketer, as someone who like, literally like, I sell stuff online that I'm like, why are people buying this? People spend money on stupid shit all the time. Trust me, if you built up a community of people who are diehard fans, true fans of yours, it would not be hard to get 100 people. I mean, to get them to spend $100 on you per year. So if you can do that, think about that. You built up a community of people. Now you have 1,000 people in your database. You got them to spend at least $100. And I'm talking, this is conservative, obviously. You can really get them to spend a lot more than that, but I'm just being conservative. Get them to spend $100 a year, you just made $100,000, and all you're doing is creating a community of people who will follow you everywhere you go. Now, the other thing that you're doing is you're creating security for yourself, because now there's no one that can fire you. You don't have a boss that can just call you up and say, hey, you're fired. Right? That can't happen, because your fan base is dedicated to you. So wherever you go, they're gonna go, right? And you're gonna be creating you're gonna collect their emails, lists, and all this stuff. So it's not even about social networks. Even if, you know, if you collect all their emails, right, and stuff like that, text messages, push notifications, then it doesn't even matter if Facebook goes away, because you have all their emails, and you can just, wherever the next hot platform is, you just move them right over there. So you're creating security for yourself as well when you're doing this. And you're living a life, you know, most of all, you're living a life that you actually love to live, and you're not working a job that you hate, you know, because I see too many people doing that. Now, I have some cool ass friends on my Facebook feed and on my Instagram and my social networks. I have some cool ass people that live some really, really rad lives, I'm not gonna lie. But then there's also some people that don't really live. I can tell that they probably want to do something different, you know? So this is really for them, and for other people who are maybe, you know, have a business idea that's already started, but, you know, you want to get some little extra help and some inspiration. So, you know, those are the 3 steps, honestly, guys, that I would implement. If you're ever back just wondering, like, hey man, I want to start an online business, I really do, but I just have no idea how to get started. I'm telling you how to get started right now. It's 3 easy steps, guys. This doesn't get any easier than this. You sit back and you say, okay, what am I really, really good at? Or what do I have a lot of knowledge on? Or what do I have a lot of experience on, right? Sit back, think about it real hard, find out what it is. Boom. You find out what it is. Step 2. Then go out, create a community. It's not hard to create a community, okay? You go out, engage with people, create cool content, post it, just regularly just engage and create that community. Give it like a year, maybe 2 years. Who knows how long it takes? But it won't take that long. Let's say you get 1,000 people in your community. Now you have a database of people. Then you can move on to step 3. Okay? Step 3 is monetization. Then you're going to monetize on this database of people that you have collected, that you've created. And you've created this platform. Now you can monetize on this, you know? And you can get as creative as you want with your products. Merchandise, services, monthly memberships. It literally goes as far as you want it to. You know, you're creating your own salary at that point. You know, it's really, really absolutely incredible. And I see people do it all the time, and you guys can do it right now as well. And it's not hard at all, you know? So speaking of, you know, creating a brand and creating a life of, you know, I say that because I also do it myself, right? I have a music group. We're called the Spacesuit Junkies. Me and my boy Stevie S.J. Johnson. A lot of y'all might know him as well. We have a group called the Spacesuit Junkies, and we do our thing, man. You know, we tour, we do this, we make music, shoot videos, we have a little fan base, and it's fun, right? And it's fun to do. I also own an ad agency where we run Facebook ads for like businesses and entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So I design my own life. So I'm not just speaking like out of, you know, my ass, you know, I'm actually saying it because like, hey, this actually works and I've done it, and I know that you guys can do it too, because it's not hard. It's not hard at all. So if you guys are interested in learning actually a little bit more about this, I actually have a webinar coming up on Thursday. If any of you guys want to attend, I would love for you guys to be there. I'll actually drop the link somewhere in this live right now, so you guys can just click the link. It's free. It's going to be Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking about how we grew our brand, the Spacesuit Junkies, to where it is today, and the type of things that we've been able to do. For example, you know, being able to sell out our first show. We threw a rave last year, and we sold over 100 tickets and sold out our first show completely by ourselves, just using Facebook ads, right? With no marketing help from anybody else, no real big fan base in the community, right? We were able to do that. How we were able to get over 150,000 Spotify streams on our single It's Your Life. How we got around 60,000 views on our YouTube video for that video as well, for super, super cheap. And then also how we were able to generate over $200,000 in our Shopify online business, that we've been able to basically use that money to fund our career as well. So we're gonna be talking about all that stuff. We're gonna be talking about Facebook ad techniques and just really giving you guys ideas on how you could go from where you are to where you want to be. You know, create something that's worth creating. You know, so we're gonna help you out with that. We're gonna drop the link in here if you guys want to come out to the webinar. I'd really appreciate it. But that's basically it, man. I want to keep this kind of short. I want to give you guys some value, and hopefully you guys got some value from this. Like I said, my goal is, hey, if one person can walk away from this live and, you know, actually take what I said and actually start moving in the direction of maybe doing something with it, that was my goal, man. You know, goal accomplished. All right. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment below if you got some value, and sign up for the webinar. It's free, and we're going to be dropping a lot of gems in there. So definitely join us on that, and I will see y'all next time, man. All right. Peace.